Hey, happy Sunday, beautiful people in my phone. Welcome to Car Conversations, where we talk all things faith, freedom, football, etc. Can I get a Roll Tide? First of all, I do apologize. I recorded a car conversation. This is now the second time I'm recording. I recorded a car conversation literally post-game in my vehicle. And once again, that software update from Apple got me. I completely forgot that I couldn't be connected and there was no audio. So I'm not a tech-y guru. So here we go, round two. So you won't get the emotion that I had last night, but let me start off by saying this, because at halftime, I went on my IG story and I talked about Kirby and his legacy being at stake. And I honestly thought he was going to pull Carson Beck. So hats off to Carson Beck for turning it around in the second half. Hats off to Georgia for coming back the way they did. Hats off to Kirby Smart for helping to do more securing of his legacy, even though they did not win. The adjustments that were made at halftime helped them get back in it. You know, the speech, the mindset, that he was able to impress upon his players to be able to come back out like that and be resilient as they were. I mean, you got to love what you saw from Georgia second half and the adjustments being made. So Kirby did what I really thought he was going to do outside of pulling back. I just want to know who is Georgia's QB2 for real. But Beck, I mean, he made the adjustments. He did what we needed to do, and our defense was getting gassed. We, on the other hand, completely went to a lack of any sort of intensity on offense. Very vanilla, very conservative on offense, and let them come back in the game. I don't like that I saw that about my team yesterday. So there's a lot that we can learn from this. But anyone who doubts the level of greatness that takes the field wherever they play, when it comes down to Georgia and Alabama, y'all are living in la la land. If you can't see just what it means in the SEC, if you can't see that these two programs are literally the top two programs in the country, I will say Texas is coming up, but Sark hadn't made it to the playoffs yet. He'll probably make it this year, okay? But Georgia and Alabama are absolutely the two programs that have taken over and led college football, Bama, over the last decade. I will say that. It was pure cinema. We saw greatness last night. I'm most proud of Jalen Milroe's elevation this season. His ability to progress through the reads. I've said this before. I probably said it last night, and that's why I'm saying I said it before. His ability to make that intermediate pass. Let me tell you something. When we got the ball to start the game, and I saw all the motion happening at the line pre-snap, I was like, this is what I've been looking for all season. Now, I get it. They had to hold it, right? You had to hold it until you really needed to use it. But when I started seeing that pre-snap motion, I said, here we go. And Coach KDB, like, a new era has begun in T-Town. A new era has begun in T-Town. I like what I saw from him. I like the way he literally was carving up Georgia's defense that first half. Now, they made the adjustments, and we backed off. It was both. It was a both and for that. We backed off the intensity. I feel like we had at least two cutesy plays in the first half that we should have taken back. Like, y'all, let's just run it up. Let's just ground and pound. Let's do what we need to do. Let's not actually be out here looking for style points. Like, none of that even matters now. It's a 12-team playoff. Why are we trying to accrue style points, And then they were epic fails, I think, both of those plays. So I'm just like, yeah, no. But Can we talk about the freshmen? Can we talk about the true freshmen that were out there? I don't know how many Georgia had on their team that were out there balling out with the ones. But Alabama's true freshmen were all over the field, flying, stepping up, literally growing right before our eyes. Now, we know Hollywood is Hollywood. We have seen him, this is now the 5th week. We've seen him do what he does. But to do that against Georgia, to do that against, what's his name, Malik Starks, to do what he did against Georgia at 17, y'all stop playing with Hollywood, okay? I'm trying to tell y'all, he's the truth. He's the truth. I love that kid. But what was his name? Xavier Brown, who got the pick, number 2 on defense, who got the pick that saved the game and sealed the deal for Alabama. If you watched him, because by this point, y'all, I've rewatched the game one full time, and then I've rewatched certain parts and certain plays multiple times. Okay, that's what I do. And if you watch his play throughout the game, like, he just kept getting better and better. He kept sticking with it. He kept making the reads and making the adjustments. And you could see where he got beat in the beginning. You could see that. You could see where, he could have gotten a pick a couple of times, but didn't. But he stayed with it to get that pick that was most needed at that particular point in the game. I'm so proud of number 2 and number 2, Xavier Brown and Ryan Williams. I'm proud of 4. I'm proud of Jalen Milroe. I'm proud of Jalen Mbakwe. I'm proud of the defense. Malachi Moore was all over the place. Keon Sabb, he got beat too, but he also has some key plays. Quadarius Robinson, Q Rob. He had a fantastic game. Not Kendrick Law. What's his name? Zero. Oh my gosh, on defense. He crushed Carson Beck at one particular point. His name is escaping me, but y'all, I am really, I'm proud of my team. I'm proud of how they stuck in there and won the game. But this is round 1. This is what I said last night, that you won't ever hear that recording. This was round 1. This was clearly round 1. We will see Georgia again in Atlanta, more than likely. Hopefully, and we could potentially play them twice again this season. So, buckle up. This is what it is. This is SEC football. There were over 100 recruits at the game in Tuscaloosa, and to see them have the opportunity to witness true freshmen out there balling out on the biggest stage under the bright lights and not buckling, like, that spoke volumes for the opportunity for Alabama to continue to recruit. Even if Georgia recruits, where they can't have recruits at our game, can they? I don't even know how that recruiting works, so never mind. They watched it. The world was watching that game last night. They watched it. So hats off to the UGA. All my UGA peeps, all my UGA fans, hold your head up. You have nothing to be ashamed of. That was an outstanding round for round, just battle like it is. And I know there's more to come. And you learn more from a loss than you do from actually winning, to be honest. So I look forward to seeing the growth on both teams on this. Let me say this about Friday night's game with Virginia Tech and Miami, University of Miami. Virginia Tech got robbed. I do believe that was an actual touchdown, and there was not indisputable evidence, video evidence to reverse that call. So I believe that Virginia Tech got robbed. But okay, so some say all this stuff is scripted, allegedly. This is for entertainment purposes only. But I do believe that they were robbed. But I will say this: I like Cam Ward. I came out Friday night like, okay, Cam Ward, top Heisman pick. I watched Travis Hunter yesterday. I watched Shador and Travis Hunter do what they did to Colorado whoever they played. I watched Shador do what he did and what Travis Hunter is doing on both sides of the ball. But when I saw Jalen Milroe, when I saw Four do what he was doing that first half of that game, and even the throw to Ryan Williams, and some will say it was a little underthrown, but was he throwing it like that because there were two defenders out there and he was making sure that his dude caught it? Whatever. Jalen Milroe is my top Heisman candidate at this particular point on week 5. I think that's all I got. I think I might go rewatch it. Listen, I hope y'all have an amazing Sunday. My boys won on Thursday night, so we're good. I'm not even probably dialing into a whole lot of NFL today. I think I just want to rewatch that game. It was all of that. So, listen, I love y'all. May your team win as long as they not playing mine. And y'all stay winning and y'all stay free.